Well, good evening once again as we bring another week to a close. Day 45 of the Biden administration. The president's first big piece of legislation survives after nearly being derailed in an evenly divided Senate by a fellow Democrat. Tonight, this coronavirus relief bill is moving forward, but debate was stalled for about 9 hours because the $1.9 trillion plan didn't have enough support, again, from Democrats. The existential threat to it came from one Senator Joe Manchin, Democrat of West Virginia. He's up for re-election in 2024 in a bright red state that voted for Donald Trump this past November by 40 points. Manchin has been wooed by Republicans in an effort to get him to back their plan for unemployment benefits, $300 a week through July. After what appears to be a lot of arm twisting, Manchin finally agreed to the Democrats' proposal, $300 a week through September, plus tax relief on benefits. With an evenly divided Senate, as we said, the Democrats don't have a vote to spare, so the challenge of keeping party members in line all the way to the finish line hasn't gone away. Today's job numbers added a new dynamic to the situation. The latest report showed a gain of 379,000 jobs in February, unemployment holding at 6.2%. That went over pretty well with Wall Street. The Dow surged to a gain of 570. Still, as we've been told, as we've reminded our audience so many times, the market is not the economy. The market is not Main Street. Today, the president insisted the good numbers don't tell the real story.
Today's jobs report shows that the American Rescue Plan is urgently needed in our view. Our economy still has 9.5 million fewer jobs than it had this time last year. And at that rate, it would take 2 years to get us back on track. But without a rescue plan, these gains are going to slow. In less than 2 weeks, enhanced unemployment benefits will begin to expire for 11 million people.
Now, another of Biden's policy goals did not survive an effort to add it back into the relief bill. Senator Bernie Sanders, tried to insert an amendment to raise the federal minimum wage to $15 an hour, even after a ruling that it couldn't be inserted into the bill. 8 Democratic senators promptly voted against that, including Biden's close ally from back home, Senator Chris Coons of Delaware and Kristen Sinema of Arizona. She indicated her no vote with a somewhat theatrical thumbs down to the Senate clerk in the well of the Senate, calling to mind Arizona Senator John McCain's famous thumbs down vote late at night repealing the Affordable Care Act of 2017. Sinema's thoughts on the wage increase appear to have evolved, let's say, over the years. 7 years ago, she posted this on social media. A full-time minimum wage earner makes less than $16,000 a year. This one's a no-brainer. Tell Congress to raise the wage. That's proof that the view is different from the cheap seats. Now she's in the U.S. Senate, where she's one of 100. Bernie Sanders, unbowed by his defeat in the Senate, insisted today the fight was not over.
Let me be very clear. We are not giving up on this. We are going to come back with vote after vote, and one way or the other, we are going to pass a $15 an hour minimum wage. That is what the American people want, and that is what the American people need.
Garrett, because it's your beat, you get to go first. Is Joe Manchin the most powerful man on this day in Washington, or the most reviled on the left side of the party, or perhaps both?
Yeah, Brian, why not both? Look, it's Joe Manchin's Washington, and the rest of us are just living in it. This is a reality of a 50-50 United States Senate. It's Joe Manchin today, but it could be any Democratic senator on any day, on any Democratic priority over the next 2 years that has this power here, when everything depends on Democratic unity, as this bill does, because it's being passed through the budget reconciliation process. Any one senator can hold out and try to get as much as they want. What Manchin will ultimately secure here is a lower number for those expanded unemployment benefits, just an extra $300 a week, 1 week into September, when the Democratic plan absent Joe Manchin, had those benefits being paid all the way through September. So he certainly made himself no friends on the left. But again, this is one senator's prerogative. And this is the reality that Democrats are going to have to deal with any other bill that they bring forward. Keeping everyone in line on major priorities is the cost, particularly when you choose to do something through reconciliation and don't make much of an effort to try to build a bipartisan process, which Mitch McConnell just dinged the Democrats for as the Senate came back into action, saying Democrats chose to do this the hard way. And that's why we had a 12-hour record-breaking vote kept open today until Manchin was satisfied.
Just one other thing. Let's not lose sight of Democrats have held together after 12 hours of figuring out how to do that. They are going to pass a $1.9 trillion bill. That is a huge piece of legislation that includes a lot of things that Democrats support, including expanded child care tax credits and food aid and low-income housing assistance. This is a major achievement. It's just been pretty messy getting there.
Hey, thanks for watching our YouTube channel. You should know that you can follow today's top stories and breaking news and catch up on your favorite MSNBC shows all in one place. Download the NBC News app today.